Yeah. Doing this thing.
And I'm curious to know where am I going to find it on here, but I'm on YouTube, so
You're there. I see you up there.
hmm? You see me?
I see you up.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. I don't see me yet because it's delayed, but I see it. I'm excited now.
All
And I
right.
know it takes a moment.
All right.
And I'll be quiet
So
now.
here
We
we
know
are.
it's working.
So are we all supposed to do that or just Miss Jackson?
Nope. Nope. That's it.
Okay, good to go.
We're live. I don't know if you see it on there, but we're live. So welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us with Chase Arts. We're out here chasing arts. We have a couple of people who are going to do some spoken word and drop some gems on us tonight. So sit back, relax, grab a drink if you need, and let's hear what the people have to say. First up, we are going to start with Chase Jackson.
All righty. The photo. In this one, you're only shown from the neck up. The neck up. Your face, smooth, black, crowned with snow white hair. The neck up. Your head. That's what has me so excited and afraid of what's happening between us. Excited because it seems I've finally found someone who fills my very void. Afraid because it's later in my life. Too late to fuck around for nothing. The neck up. Your eyes, which see the same things I see at the same time. The neck up. Your ears, which hear and love all the music in the world, even that I can't stand. The neck up. Your mouth, which speaks and sings off key, all the stuff I want to hear. Man, you look good to me. Someone up next, I don't see them. You guys hang in there. We're going to find the next person up.
I'm ready.
Go right ahead.
Okay, this is titled Independent Bitch. As time is multiplied and divided with the setting of each sun, through days of mental unrest, you look at me like you are staring into a mirror. That mirror which sits fixed over the bathroom sink, surrounded by walls which once a year you remind me are not any shade of blue, yet not pink. Definitely not pink. You say you admire my strength, yet fight with my version, which is not your version of my independence. I could be quiet, wait passively for you to be chivalrous and throw down your coat or simply open a door, my door, any door. But you are not that kind of man, even though you say repeatedly, unanimously, I am not that kind of woman. I'm not that kind of woman because I've opened my own doors. And as you eloquently, so eloquently said last Friday to be exact, 1 hour, 42 minutes after leaving the bank, you make your own money because you're so fucking independent. Open your own door. As time multiplies and then divides itself while the moon talks to an owl in a distant tree, I just put your words, those words, into my piggy bank. They hurt the first time, they hurt the second time. And now, as I walk out the door, which I opened for myself, you ask me the most wretchedly audacious question: why do you have a wall up? I am so glad to be this independent bitch. I say out loud, I am so glad to be this independent bitch. Oh, what happened?
I'll go next. All right. Getting over. Hey, man, think about another. He don't have to be your brother. Give a little. It helps a lot. Stop concentrating on what you got. Narcissism, that don't prevail. No, it only makes life hell. You miss out on the feeling felt when from not your heart you've truly dealt. So look around that you might see the great inspiration you can be. So those who think of getting over, who wish upon a four-leaf clover, if self-preservation is the game, then everyone will go insane. That's it.
I can go next. Okay. Why do white people hate the truth? We steal your music, your culture, your language, and look with nary a word from the history books. Yes, privilege and power, supremacy sings, but what about the crackers that don't have such things? The white trash poor think they are better than the ghetto, like a fine wine instead of a red line, so let me drop a dime. I was arrested for drugs when I was just 20. My wrist was slapped, my life still aplenty. I didn't come from money, no clout or prestige, just the white of my skin letting me do as I pleased. Had I been black or brown, indigenous too, I wouldn't be reciting poetry for you. Why do white people hate the truth? They storm the Capitol, but try to shame the loot. They brandish their guns while blacks scream, don't shoot. The hate's so great, we continue to indoctrinate ourselves to protect what is white out of rage and our fright. I cannot learn from my whiteness. I become a student of you now, a co-conspirator at best. So let it be said, so it's heard and then bred. Black history is American history. My whitewashed brain is goddamn pissed at me. But enough about white, y'all. This time is for you. Time to make myself small and elevate you. Black is proud, black is beautiful, and black sure is cool. Why do white people hate the truth? Fuck them, who cares? Let's rewrite the book.
I can go next. This is just another spoken word about having pride in our brown skin, because having pride in white skin is called American patriotism. I am here with full lips, thick hips, and hair that defies gravity. Can't you see? I am magic. I am descendant from kings and queens, from pharaohs. My genealogy is untraceable, but my genes are just right. They fit tight. These curves you try to duplicate come from generations of trying to duplicate the strongest to collect your harvests. You were duped though. We turned that scrap meat into muscle and those pig's feet into culture. I wear the cotton that they picked, but you must be out your cotton picking mind if you think that I am them. We are not our ancestors. I know this life is not sweet because I am the strange fruit that fell from the trees that they were hanged from. You are the whip. You are the rope. But you can't choke me. My voice is strong and loud. I stole your balled up fists, bloodied from beatings, and I now ball up my fists with more power than you'll ever have. This is a sign of allegiance, but the only pledge I'll take is to better myself and make my people great. This is just another spoken word about having pride in our brown skin, because education can be unobtainable. How do we sustain ourselves in a country that my ancestors built for your wealth, for your health? I am a shaman. I am a healer. For your wealth, for your health, I am a doctor. I am a shaman like the healers in Africa who were stolen. I can't heal your hatred though. I can stand here tall and proud, knowing that their backs were broken in order to give me life. Their sacrifice will not be forgotten. The truth reigns free. You never gave them freedom, but you can't take it from me. I'm a teacher because they never learned to read. You knew the key to uprising was in a book. I don't need a key to your locked doors. Look, I am bursting through your glass ceilings, which were painted as black as the skin of the slaves who were bought and sold at the market. I couldn't see through, but I can see through you, America. We must unite. I'm not talking about black and white. I'm talking about the ones who come from the black and blue. I don't back the blue because that was created to catch the property, brand it, longing for a life that we the people made. Even when you freed those slaves, you made a system which excluded them. It eluded them, like when Harriet eluded them. I don't travel underground now. I run like Jesse. I fly like Bessie. I lay the tracks like Jawn. Unlike yours, these were built for my children to travel on. I am a lawyer. I am the judge. You say you don't judge, but our trials and tribulations were built on prejudice. We want justice for Brianna, for Trayvon, for George who Siobhan put his knee on. Stop resisting. Even with that mask on, you can breathe just fine. I am insisting that now is our time. This is just another spoken word about having pride in our brown skin, our tan skin, this decadent melanin. You wore blackface and looked me in my black face, calling me Negro. You shut out the sun so we couldn't grow. But we are growing as big as this afro. Yes, I am Afro-American, and you can't copy this skin. I see you pressing Control C, but you'd be hard pressed to control me. I'm taking what's mine. You can't kill my un-American dreams. Like our ally, RBG, may she rest in peace. I am a dissenter. I am an inventor. I can invent ideas greater than you ever dreamed of, and those who came before me did, but you stole them, like you stole land from the indigenous. You don't have to be a genius to figure out that you are the illegal one, but now they need a legal fund to keep them out of prison when they peacefully protest on sacred land you murdered their ancestors on. I am a scientist, so I know the world revolves around the sun and not your ego, which is as fragile as you made us when you injected us with syphilis to see what happened. You burnt the books which told of the Tuskegee Airmen. I am a soldier. My aunts and uncles died for this country. Now I march like a soldier in front of your buildings demanding what was never given. We need representation. We await our reparations. You abused us for generations. I will fight until my respiration's slow and I sit next to Nefertiti on her throne. I told you we were pharaohs. I am richer than you could ever hope to become because when I sit in board meetings, I am the token one. This change will come. Soon there will be more of me than the eye can see. I'm the president or the vice, call me Madam VP. And before me came Madam CJ, who was a walker so Kamala could run. She makes those hips sway to the rhythm of the drums where our ancestors came from. This was just another spoken word about pride and my brown skin, my magic electric melanin. I walk, run, glide, and dance because they couldn't swim. They treaded water after being thrown overboard. They were not given last rites on the Middle Passage. And even now, this passage we call life does not give me equal rights. It's uphill. That's all right. I tread heavy. I'm taking my children with me. We are bringing the whole hill down. Mark my words. The change is now.
I'm unmuted and I got so excited I tried to keep my voice together, but everybody can hear me. But that's my Jawn. Stop. That's my Jawn. Very good. Awesome. I see Mookie Harris, you popped in. Are you gonna do something for us, love? Or you
Yeah.
just here?
Oh no, I'm gonna do something. I have a
All
song.
right, all right. Let's go with you, love.
Okay. How do you switch? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. It's called Shout Out to the Bullshit. Hi Gene, don't mind me, my guy, please. I've been pouring up the icing. High beams, I'm taking flight in a tight Jeep. Hi Lee, I've been piloting through the lightning. Hi Gene, I'm looking at the high beams like, brother man, I'm really going ham. Oh man, I've been swinging for it, fighting Tarzan over land for the fam, for the people arguing till they had enough of it. I've been stuffing up the spliff, I've been going all in. Nothing stop me from this crib, you can take me to the pit. I ain't never been a bitch. Why you brought a couple friends? I gotta go get my assist because I'm made for all of this. The government eating good and they ain't worried about none of it. I forgot that it is what it is. So I'm changing up the mix. I'm mixing it up a bit. Keep up with me. I'm sparking up the flint and I'll never be stuck. It's all up for me. I've been putting my all in, my trust in me. And I got to throw up my arm and I'm cutting it, B. And I ain't up yet, B. It's like it's rugby, B. It's getting toughy, B. No time for softy, B. I'm eating cereal for lunch. I need a cut, big B. And I ain't saving up the punch. Get hit with enough, big B. Stop giving shit back. Eat. I'm a tough neck, B, not a roughneck. G's. I'm trying to go in deep, make sure we all succeed. Make sure we all make sure we all don't get defeated. My fam want to see me succeed. They don't want nobody stomp on my dreams. They know they trying to compete. They want to go through the seams. I guess what I wanted to be, nobody ain't trying to see. They just ain't trying to see me. Hold up, what's that? I got a 9 milli on me. Whoop whoop, and I ain't the one who got the gun. Can you believe the switch up how it goes? And here they messing up my flow. Uh-oh, I pole vote to get over. I'm getting older and only getting older. These emotions are getting away of my motive. My hands close to him, I give it up to. What is up? I've been all up in the trunk trying to get up out this funk, mama. Lighten up. I haven't improved enough. My progress is yet to come. I'm acting like I'm messing up. When really I ain't never giving up. I just wanted doses. My grandma not in good health, so shout out to the bullshit. That's it. Thanks. Thank you. Sorry, I messed up a little bit.
That's the artist process. It's a beautiful thing. Keep going at it, baby.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Let's go with Chase. You have a question, or you want to go next?
I'll go next. It's almost like we can do round robin now, just like where we were. We just go right back around. Keloid. It's a buildup, a cover-up, a reminder of pain. It migrated into areas that weren't injured. Now they are extended beyond the wound site. It's obvious, in plain sight, always uncovered. I make sure of that. Layer upon layer, worse than a scar, a keloid, covering up what's still in plain sight. A mother's abuse, 70 years and still healing, dealing.
Hey, I'd like to go next.
Go ahead.
This is titled My Love Letter to Power. Oh, my dearest love, for whom this is meant, this psalm for you, or for it meant to be sent to such a long history and such a long mystery, yet perpetual seasons of discontent. You've seen me way back and loved me way back at first sight. And first glance, you were there. You've agreed when it was said, I am black but comely, as the tents of Kedar and the tents of Solomon. The surplusage of melanin that you would one day smell again, the aroma of gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. For your delight I see, I think not to be, your contentment as we boarded our cruise ship of despair. To ascertain our terminus, only God would know where. For perpetual pursuit was the name of the game. Lust, you must say, or for fortune and fame. The thrust of we all laden upon the scene, acquiescing this intended American dream. For you and for me, or us, I dare say, upon the scope of hope that's all cast away, creating our conception with all of our might, from cities and towns to the house made of white. For Morgan, Carnegie, and the Mellinses, the town of George University, that is, from Princeton to Harvard to Rutgers and Yale, Johns Hopkins and Etna, New York Life all assail our conventional invention of municipal bliss. Greenwood, Rosewood, and Colfax we all miss. The long forgotten truth of what we did make for ourselves and yourselves for everyday's sake. Of what we do, how we do, see, hear, and think, as you, my love, dream, sleep, wake, eat, and drink. Your Jack Daniels whiskey and Kentucky Fried Chicken brings captive to mind our memories quicken. Your Hershey's chocolate and your Levi jeans prompts us back to what it all means. Families and tribes are what prophecy brings, that we should all serve our enemies in want of all things. Hearing this above all, what could have been so different? Pondering upon our past elders breaking God's covenant. Now brings you, my love, to what or how you must love our wisdom, history, and culture, yet no desire to love us. So the time has come and is long overdue to spark something bold, innovative, and true, to share with you, my love, today, and arranged awakenings for us to portray. A people long known without manifestation, have we still not known God called us his holy peculiar nation? Wake up, my people, north, east, west, and south. Let's love each other, speak perfection from our mouth. Black history selected, for it's so concealed. In the Old Testament, it's the New Testament revealed. So the solution we feel, it's not even a bother. For I say united, we all come back to the Father. Take up the reins our forefathers had wasted. The grace, mercy of God we now seen and tasted. Not taking refuge in the world's power no longer, but through him, by him, and for him we're stronger. We've long ago heard living by faith is vital, not by chance, circumstance, division, nor title, but by circling the wagons with destiny in our hands, leading by example till we not under, but overstand. This truth to power where love lost abound, begging our pardon in all sincerity sound. Lift our united voices to roar as a lion, heeding the call from our Father as the true children of Zion.
Very good. Very good. See, we getting all kinds of gems dropped tonight. I'm loving it. All right. So I think everybody wants Shannon's having a little trouble hopping back on. So we've got round two coming up. Anyone have second one? All right, we'll start with you, Crystal.
Do you want me to start now? Is there something wrong with my computer? No. I'm good? You can hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. The pit of the fruit is not fruitful. The pit of my soul is not bright. You said you would grow with me, but instead you let me take flight. As I look down to you and you up to me, I can't help but think of the things we said we could be. So you bite me and scratch me and tear off my clothes, and a passion that burns fire eternal. I suppose that you didn't understand. You're only creating an inferno. Dante couldn't explain the hell inside of the love that is fleeting away as I soar above and you look up at me from down below.
Okay, you ready?
Go ahead, Clayton.
Okay. This is called Blackity. Black is not just a dark spot in space or a name you call a darkened face. It is what grows out, what makes light seem so much brighter. Black is not just what rests in the bottom of the deepest sea. It is love, like the soil, rich with nutrients, which feed my plants and deep-rooted trees. Black is not just a raised fist or a big afro. It's not a dashiki or black sandals with red, black, and green painted toes. Black is black. Black is not just a book you read by Zora, Richard, or James Baldwin. It is not a poem by Nikki or Malcolm X speech. Black is not even the church where Martin once preached. Black is not the African across the way, nor is it the brother who I spoke with yesterday. Black is not a deep cavern or a dark, dark cave, nor is it my ancestors who were once slaves. Black is the color where love starts. Black is the color of my true love's hair. Black is history. Black is blackity.
Clayton, stop with the work. I love it. My
Thank you.
word. Oh, thank you. All right. Let's see. Let me swing back around. Julia, there you go.
Okay, this is entitled Reach. Reach for the inner depths of life, feelings. Feel the overwhelming inner beauty of being aware of self. Being aware of thoughts and actions, realizing the cognitions which elicit manifestations. Learning to know, learning to love self. Having not the non-positive fear of rising to find one and feeling alone. Having not the need for others, but the love for others.
Very good. Let's see. Chase, you got another one on you?
Okay. Chapped lips. I do get lonely for male companionship sometimes. Not thinking about sex here, even though that would be cool. He'd have to make my stuff go wop, wop, wop. I don't even know if it can still do that. But to have someone to continue on this journey, moving at a slower pace, yet seeking more exciting destinations, still jumping but landing on softer surfaces, not seeking the Holy Grail, knows where it is, has seen it and touched it. I'd go the distance with him, chapped lips and all.
Chase, you know that's one of my favorites. My gosh. My
That was my
gosh.
favorite one. That was my favorite one, definitely.
That was all.
That's it. All right. Let's see. Mookie, you got another one for us, or you just enjoying the show?
I'm just enjoying. I wasn't thinking about writing another one.
Okay, no
I would
worries.
just enjoy.
All right. Crystal, you got another
I have one more. I got one more for you guys. This one actually has a title. It's called Mixed. Oh, you look exotic. What are you? Me? I'm human. No, you know what I mean. Are you Dominican, Puerto Rican? Oh, I'm black. You're really light-skinned for black. What are you mixed with? Mixed with? With beauty and eloquence, with poise and intelligence. Oh, you met my race. I guess I'm mixed, like paint. I'm black and white, but black and white makes gray. I'm not gray. I'm red with anger over the fact that I'm explaining myself again. I'm orange and yellow like the sun. I shine bright. I'm green, but that's just you projecting your envy on me. I'm blue because you can't see past my skin to the real me. I'm indigo and violet, like the African violet. I'm a rainbow because when you actually mix those colors, you get black, like I told you before. But I guess that doesn't fit. I wasn't able to sit at your table. I still had to go through the back door. And now you insult me, the audacity in telling me I'm not black enough, but also not white enough. We have gone by many names, but none seem right. Would you still call me mulatto? To half the US, I'm a nigger on sight. But my vision is bigger. When I look in the mirror, I see the entire continent of Africa in me. And because that's where life started, I see it in you too. Why would you ask me something I would never ask you? This is no race. There are no races. Just be the human part of humanity. Be the passion and compassionate. Be the just and justice, so we can all feel equal when we call for equality.
Love it. I love it. I love it. One of my faves. You just did that, Jawn. That was like off the top of the head. Very cool. So does anyone have any others? Clayton, you have another? All right, Clayton, let's do it. Clayton, you're muted.
Sorry, I got excited.
Clayton, I thought we were going to get through this without me having to say that.
I thought so too. Obviously, I was wrong. This is called perfect imperfection. Beautiful brown eyes standing guard to perfect imperfection. You know, the window to one of God's perfect souls. I do not wish to take from or share that which your spirit reflects, for that would be unfavorable mistake. I wish to look inside you and see all there is to offer. You are that rare mix of warm and cold, of sun and rain, day and night, and the wind which is wild and free. Your beauty is perfect, like an unpicked rose which has been placed on a Monet canvas for the entire world to see. You're that drop of rain which can quench the most parched throat. You are singular, or which helps me across a dark and unknown moat. Beautiful brown woman whom looks over my world, my God thanks you. For in all your imperfections, you are perfect in every way. You are the flowers which grow from the rain. You are a natural mystic beauty who is Eve's perfect reflection. There is no need for analysis or psychological dissection. You are a Black woman, God's perfect imperfection.
Indeed, indeed. Chase, did I see your hand up? All right. Thank you, Clayton.
You don't want to go? You don't want to do one, Melissa?
Do it, Melissa.
Because my next one is, my last one that I was going to do is when is enough enough? And so it'd be great if that's the last one, if you're going to do one.
All right.
Do one, Melissa.
All right. I'll do this old one.
Spotlight yourself.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I tried to avoid this as best I could. I don't think I can spotlight myself. All right. I don't know how to do it. Can you see me on the screen now?
Fib.
It doesn't give me the option. Oh, I'm there. All right, cool. All right, so I didn't write anything for this, so I'll read an old one. It's called Color Complex, and I wrote it some time ago, but I think it's still relevant. Deconstruct this social construct of race, in which we run to determine how successful we become by how light our skin is. How human we are by the hue of an organ that's main goal is to protect our hearts and lungs and guts, and yet we get gut checked when parties host events. The theme, light skin versus dark skin. And this complexity has me perplexed. And shouldn't I be? I mean, I'm proud to be Black, but yet I'm told I don't know what it is to be Black because I'm lighter than dark, but I'm darker than light. So somewhere in the middle or over the rainbow, I stand in Oz where there's a horse of many colors. Never crossed my mind that I am better than her or less than him, and yet my mind grows dim, confused by the argument that Jesus is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed Messiah, unlikely for all kinds of reasons. But some of them get upset and tell me I'm worshiping a white God, falling prey to a white devil, and what's left for me to say? I walk away and think, things can't be this complex. Oh, if flowers could speak, would a rose say to an orchid, you aren't red? So we can't share the same flowering bed or drink from the same watering can, not unless your lily white petals catch an ultraviolet suntan. If these walls could talk, would they choose to be a certain color? the color of the mother who lives there, or the color of the father who visits. See, we have more important things to discuss, like why little girls and boys aren't playing with toys, but are playing with each other and birthing babies who will fall in love with babies because daddy wasn't there and mommy was so unaware that self-esteem is not a color or the texture of hair. I've dated lots of guys. Most were Black, some Hispanic. Not one was white. So when I brought one home, I began to panic. What would they say? What if they knew that some way, somehow, I was falling in love with this white dude, that in our future might lie mulatto babies with freckles, red hair, and bright blue eyes, who would have to deal with the lies that they are Black or white or mixed or none of the above until it makes them sick, or maybe Black if they're darker than their father, or they're white if they're lighter than me, or Hispanic or somewhere in between because our daddy has a Hispanic last name, Ruiz. That in a time when wars still rage and children are born of rape, millions of people thirst and hunger, the earth is growing tired and weary. The census is still worried about color. Choose one: Caucasian, regular Asian, Black slash African slash African dash American, comma, not Hispanic, white, comma, not Hispanic, Hispanic, comma, not Black or white, biracial, multiracial. What the fuck are you? Other. Fill in the blank. It's a race for money, resources, livelihood, and equality, that a child would be left back because he's a darker shade of Black, or pushed forward because he has slanted eyes or straight jet black hair. On the cover of Vanity Fair, color coordinated women from someone's imagination when the poverty population is constantly chasing the sons of Abraham. Dealing with Black separatists and white supremacists and unstable terrorists who will kill you even if you look like them. Color is complex. When we attach it to beauty and civility and loyalty and success, when all its purpose to do is to tell of our ancestors' relationship with the sun, we run so that we are not stuck. But it's always going to be about race because someone's always trying to catch up. Life would be much simpler, I bet, if we would just shade in this color complex. I didn't want to do it. You made me do it. All right, that was beautiful. Thank you. I feel encouraged. I might even write a new one day. All right. So we have Chase, who is going to close us out. It's been a beautiful, beautiful evening shared and spent with you all. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate everybody who's joining us on YouTube Live or who's going to go back and take a look. And I appreciate the messages that I'm blowing up with on my phone at the moment. So, Chase, you want to take us out?
Yeah. And send us your comments, and, we would be glad to hear it. Share your email addresses.
Right.
Okay. When is enough enough? Hitting that wall of truth can really hurt. However, I seem to just keep hitting it, never quite moving through it. Most of the time, I have been so numb from running into it that I didn't realize the damage it has done, or that there was a better way to maneuver around it, or better yet, knock it down so I would have a clear path to where? The next set of walls with the same foundation? I've gotten so many signs, so many opportunities to deconstruct the walls, and in so many cases, I've even worked hard on dismantling them. I've read all the books, gone to church, even therapy. When is enough enough? I can tell you that I have already hit too many walls to count, and still know I have more to hit before I automatically accept and act on the real truth. What is exciting to me, though, is to discover that with each wall that pops up, the composition is a little bit easier to knock down, push through, break up, and they're getting lower in height. Hell, I can even step across a few. But I'm looking forward to the day when the walls are made of tissue paper, or even better, just a puff of smoke or low-lying fog that I can just blow away with the words, enough.
Chase, that was beautiful. Thank you for bringing us out, taking us out. Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. Keep a look on, follow Chase Arts on Facebook. and stay up to date when we're going to do the next one. We're going to take this, I think, each month till the summer. We'll take the summer off and we'll pick up again in September. If you know other people who'd like to join us, put them in contact with myself or Chase. You can find us both on Facebook. And that's it. You guys have been lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you and good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night, all.
All those people out there.
You will not be able to stay home, brother. You will not be able to plug in, turn on, and cop out. You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials because the revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by Xerox in 4 parts without commercial interruptions. The revolution will not show you pictures of Nixon blowing a bugle and leading a charge by John Mitchell, General Abrams, and Spyro Agnew to eat hog maws confiscated from a Harlem sanctuary. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be brought to you by the Schaefer Award Theater and will not star Natalie Woods and Steve McQueen or Bullwinkle and Julia. The revolution will not give your mouth sex appeal. The revolution will not get rid of the nubs. The revolution will not make you look 5 pounds thinner because the revolution will not be televised, brother. There will be no pictures of you and Willie Mae pushing that shopping cart down the block on the dead run or trying to slide that color TV into a stolen ambulance. NBC will not be able to predict the winner at 8:32 on report from 29 districts. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of pigs shooting down brothers on the instant replay. There will be no pictures of Whitney Young being run out of Harlem on a rail with a brand new process. There will be no slow motion or still life of Roy Wilkins strolling through Watts in a red, black, and green liberation jumpsuit that he has been sent for just the proper occasion. Green Acres, Beverly Hillbillies, and Hooterville Junction will no longer be so damn relevant, and women will not care if Dick finally got down with Jane on Search for Tomorrow, because black people will be in the street looking for a brighter day. The revolution will not be televised. There will be no highlights on the 11 o'clock news and no pictures of Harry R. Women Liberationists and Jackie Onassis blowing her nose. The theme song will not be written by Jim Webb or Francis Scott Keys, nor sung by Glenn Campbell, Tom Jones, Johnny Cash, Engelbert Humperdinck, or The Rare Earth. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution will not be right back after a message about a white tornado, white lightning, or white people. You will not have to worry about a dove in your bedroom, the tiger in your tank, or the giant in your toilet bowl. The revolution will not go better with Coke. The revolution will not fight germs that may cause bad breath. The revolution will put you in the driver's seat. The revolution will not be televised, will not be televised, will not be televised,